Hi, everybody. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be sharing with you the process behind painting a commissioned piece. I'm painting for myself, but the process is the same. This is a large format piece. This is 120 by 160 centimeters canvas, so it's rather big, and it's going to take a little bit longer than our exercises. So in today's video, there's only room for this canvas here, okay? So let's start. All right, so the first step is, of course, to sketch out the composition. I had already created a detailed sketch for this piece on paper, so I knew mostly what I was aiming for. I just needed to lay down some markings to get a sense of direction. The idea here is very simple, a landscape with a touch of abstraction, quite similar to the style we used in the houses and buildings video. In fact, this commission came about after the client saw that video and requested something similar, but in a much larger scale. So rather than trying to mock it up digitally, I decided it would be much better to paint a large canvas. I've had this canvas for a while, and this felt like the perfect opportunity to use it. But I repeat, this particular one here isn't the final commissioned piece. It's more like a display piece I'm keeping for myself, but it closely resembles what I'll be creating for the client. So this piece is more about illustrating the concept and style so that the client will have a much clearer idea of the piece they will be having. It has a conceptual thread running through it. I'm really enjoying it. It has a patchwork quality that brings in vibrant color, playfulness, and even a bit of folk art charm, which was something that the client specifically asked for. And since oil paint can take ages to dry, due to its oxidation based process, I used a few techniques to speed things up. I applied very thin layers of paint and incorporated drying medium a lot, which allowed it to fully dry in just about 1 week. As you probably know by now, I love color, I love texture, and above all, I love intentionality. Nothing here is perfect. The work embraces a kind of naive, imperfect quality that is completely deliberate. It is meant to feel natural and expressive, not rigid or overly polished. Now, a quick word about color. If you're just starting out, I recommend limiting your palette as much as possible, no more than 5 colors. Too many colors can quickly get overwhelming and messy. Even for this piece, I worked with just 4 base colors and mixed everything else from those. It helps keep the painting unified and balanced. Because this composition has so many color blocks, I made an effort to place them organically throughout the canvas. So you don't want one bit to be all yellow and another that it's all blue. It is important to spread the tones with harmony across the surface. So even though this is a semi-abstract piece, it still has that landscape feel. So to reinforce depth, I used paler colors for the areas that are meant to appear farther away and richer, more saturated tones for foreground elements. This helps to create a sense of perspective, even in a stylized setting. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I hope you like it too. And here's how it looks in my living room. I like it. It adds a lot of vibrancy and character to the space, and it could do the same in many other settings. So I hope this gave you some insights and maybe even inspired you to start your own large scale canvas. As always, keep on practicing and thank you for joining us.